When you read the Old Testament, you look at some things about Israel related to land ownership and property rights. So as time passes in Israel, there's demographic changes, and there's a census needed, Numbers 26. And the purpose is developing socioeconomic structures for the new nation. Economic production and governmental organization was organized around tribes, with subunits of clans and heads of households. The land was to be divided among the clans in proportion to their population. The result is that each household, extended family, received a plot of land sufficient to support itself. And unlike Egypt and later the Roman Empire, and even in medieval Europe, land is not to be owned by a class of nobles and worked by a dispossessed class of commoners or slaves. Instead, each family owns the means of agricultural production, and crucially, the land can never be permanently lost to the family through a debt, taxation, or even a voluntary sale. You can see Leviticus 25 for these legal protections. And even if one generation of a family were to fail at farming or fall into a debt, the next generation still had access to the land to make a living. And the census is enumerating in the Bible according to the male heads of tribes and clans, whose heads of household each received an allotment. But in cases where the women were the heads of households, the women were allowed to own the land and pass it on to their descendants. Again, you can see Numbers 27:8 here. A woman might marry a man from another tribe. This would transfer the woman's land from her father's tribe to her husband's, potentially weakening the social structure. In order to prevent this, the Lord decrees that although women may marry whom they think best, Numbers 36:6, no inheritance, quote, shall be transferred from one tribe to another, Numbers 36:9. The decree holds the rights for all people, women included, to own property.